My name is Tarmack, and this is your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of January 2nd, 2016. On Christmas Day, Valve made a configuration change to Steam. Whoever was working Christmas Day over at Valve must have been channeling the Grinch, because that change exposed the personal information of logged-in accounts, including such details as billing address, mild purchase history, phone number, and credit card bits, as well as their email addresses. Fancy that, Valve isn't infallible. Cue the apologist making excuses for the multi-billion-dollar company that cannot defend itself. Red 5, the company that operates the Firefall MMO, missed its holiday payroll run due to lacking the necessary funds. As a result, Christmas was a bit short for their 80 employees who did not get paid. Red 5 has since made the missing payment, and hopefully the next couple will be okay as well. I wouldn't expect many employees to stick around, though. Generally, companies don't tell their people when the finances are that bad, and this isn't a particularly good sign of continued longevity of the game Firefall. The PlayStation 4 isn't powerful enough to run its proprietary VR rig on its own, and instead needs an external processing unit to help with the horsepower. The unit also maintains the ability to project the gameplay onto an HD TV so that people not wearing the headset can see what's going on. I like the HD TV a bit myself personally. Sounds like a good feature, as long as you're not playing Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. But for the performance concern, is anyone really surprised that the PS4 can't do VR on its own? Probably not. Tarmack, the whiny VR contrarian YouTuber, has finally experienced virtual reality via the GearVR. It's pretty damn cool despite being expectedly kneecapped on a phone. The GearVR is a little gimmicky at the moment, but as new stuff comes out, you can really start to feel the potential of it. This is news, right? Okay, maybe not. Still, if you have a chance, you really should try VR. Street Fighter V has a missing character, or rather, he's probably going to be DLC at some point in the future. Sagat was described as being too similar to other characters in the game. For the same reason, several other iconic Street Fighter characters are also missing. It would seem to indicate a lack of creativity on the part of the developer if other new characters play too similarly to Sagat, at least in my opinion. And whether he'll be DLC, I guess we'll have to wait and see what game assets are already on the Street Fighter install disc when it launches. A bunch of eSports pros, including players from Cloud9 and Team Solo Mid, received their coveted verified checkmark on Twitter, all conveniently at the same time recently. This occurred, also conveniently, only a week after former director of gaming content at YouTube was appointed the head of gaming at Twitter. Friends in the right places, I suppose. In other esports news, MLG, what was at least at one point the largest esports company around, has been bought by Activision Blizzard for $46 million. Ooh, what do you think they're going to do with it? As though that was even a question. How much promotion do you think Dota 2, Smite, Halo, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, and Rocket League tournaments are going to get now? Hell no, all StarCraft 2 and COD all the time. Maybe they can turn Skylanders into a watchable sport. Have children battle to the death over that single last rare Skylander hanging on the shelf. Christmas is always a slow time of year for game news, as it is the one nearly universal vacation block for developers. This was 2 weeks worth of news, and it's still bare bones. That said, hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. This has been your Game Industry News Wrap-Up for the week of January 2nd, 2016. I'm Tarmack. Thanks for watching.